Hey guys, welcome to Punky's World. Okay, I'm going to do a timeline because I'm going to use ChatGPT to help me put together my great aunt's timeline. Uh, so I'm going to do that out in the kitchen, not on camera. So, but I did want to kind of explain what I'm doing. If you have an ancestor that you have a lot of information about in a lot of different places, but you need it organized, create a timeline. Now, I'm just writing down places, dates, so that ChatGPT can help me make a plain timeline. To see what records I need and things like that. And I'm trying to make a timeline of a marriage too. And this will help me do that. I'm going to do the same thing for my great-grandmother. To see what records I need. So. That's my plan. I've done it for my great-grandmother a couple of times, but I think I'm going to use the AI to do it. That way I can just shove everything in there and he can organize it. Or it can organize it, depending on how you look at it. If you turn it on and let it talk, it's a he. Because there is a way to let it talk. I personally don't do that, but you can. And in that case, like I said, it's a he. Yeah, my mouth is pretty bad. You can see how bad it is right here. And then, of course, my corners are horrible. Supposed to be getting medication today for that. And for my rosacea, which doesn't always work. But at least now I know what it is, and I know I can safely cover it when I have a bad flare. Makeup. Bye-bye rosacea. You know what I mean? I just don't wear makeup to the dermatologist. It makes no sense. So, I also have an unboxing today, if it gets here on time. If it doesn't, I'll just do it this evening. So, let's see. I have several different kinds of records on my great aunt, except her actual death certificate, which would be great. As far as I know, she died of a heart attack, but she was the first one that passed away. Long before the others. So, kind of sad. I figured 1901 to 1964 is only 63 years old. So, that is sad. I will use her picture. No, I use my regular genealogy picture that I use as the, I was going to say I'll use her picture as the, what's the word? Sometimes I can't find words. And I learned why. It's one of the most common parts of having issues with your brain after chemo. Thumbnail, that's the word. But I'll just use the regular genealogy one. Once I make the timeline, then I'll make another video and talk to you about it. I'll show you her picture. So thank you very, very much. I did figure out a way to use this without having to mess with the card every time. I just take out the micro SD out of the holder for the micro SD, leave the holder in the camera. So that solved that problem. It upsets me because I don't think it was my other camera. I think it was my microphone, which was brand new, so I assumed it was the camera. But this is toast. This is toast. It lasted like 2 weeks. Yeah, it was a good mic while it lasted. But anyway, I wish that I had a microphone. Hold on, does this one have it? Gosh. Is this a micro SD card? I mean a micro, not SD card. I know what I'm saying, but I'm not getting it out right. No, it's a regular USB, I think. Yeah, it's a regular USB. It's not a Type-C. Unfortunately. Because if it were a Type-C, that's what I would use. This end is a Type-C. Wonder if I can find a Type-C microphone. I'll have to look. If I can use it. So I'll have to look and see if I can find a Type-C microphone. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I'm gonna go sit in the kitchen and make that timeline while I'm updating or uploading rather my videos, editing and uploading my videos. So, because I've got one for Kid Missing, then I have this one. Bye guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please ignore my mouth. It's awful. I know. The rosacea isn't as bad today. She did give me gel for that. I also know now that it's safe to cover it, which we will do a makeup video. We'll try some foundation and concealer to see what we can do to cover it. lots of women struggle with rosacea. So, it's not uncommon. Excuse me, I'm just waiting for my doctor's office to tell them how many grams per application of both, so that the insurance will pay for it. So, we'll probably talk more about it tomorrow. So, bye guys, God bless you.